Bend's urban growth boundary, or UGB, is essentially what you'd call the city limits. By state law, the plan to expand the UGB is being reviewed and updated, and that process is about to get a jump start. Take a look.
The UGB is the urban growth boundary for a city. It defines your city limits.
And it's something that's been developed by both the city and the county and approved by the state of Oregon.
It separates urban from rural development. It really separates the city from the country.
The urban growth boundary that we have today was first established in 1981. That's when the state of Oregon approved it. And it's been amended about 6 times over the last 30+ years.
But really the city has not taken a more comprehensive look at its urban growth boundary since 1981.
Well, planning for the UGB includes a lot of things. It includes how much land we're going to need for housing, for employment, for commercial services like retail, public parks and schools, lands like churches, golf courses, everything that needs land within our urban growth boundary, and all the infrastructure to support it.
So we're really planning for our future land needs, our sewer system, our water system, our transportation system, for future parks and for future schools, all in one plan.
So back in 2007 and 2008, the city began work to update our general plan with respect to the urban growth boundary. We submitted that plan to the state in 2009, and in the fall of 2010, we received a remand order from the Land Conservation and Development Commission. The order outlines where the department and the commission agreed with our work, thought we had some more work to do, or need to do a better job explaining the decisions we arrived at.
What's different now in 2013 than where we started in 2008 is that we've come through one of the greatest recessions of history.
That was based primarily upon a building boom that was taking place during that time. At that point, we had numerous developers and landowners represented as part of this project. Since then, interest has expanded to include other committees and other groups and other individuals in the community.
We have far more citizen involvement now than we did in 2008.
Bend's Economic Development Advisory Board is a group of citizens, businessmen and experts in various fields who are really focused on economic development in Bend.
There are a lot of topics that require expertise really beyond the council and the staff, and we want to get the public involved to really understand the decisions we're making and how significant they are.
Our advisory role is to make sure that Bend has enough land for retention of current businesses and for recruitment of new business.
It's absolutely critical that citizens become involved in the UGB because it's the opportunity for them to provide input.
It's not just property owners who may or may not be included in where Bend grows, but we want the entire community to be involved through commissions, boards, or public meetings throughout this process.
This time around, the council really wants to get involved in doing a lot of the heavy lifting themselves, since they'll be around a while to implement the work that's going to be needed to put this UGB expansion into effect.
The City Council is taking an active role in this remand process for our UGB.
Collaboration is good, and the new process moving forward with the UGB is one designed specifically to develop early consensus about the important issues in the UGB.
What the public will see is a streamlined effort that will save everyone time and money by having the City Council be the review body throughout the process.
I mean, we have an economic development advisory board and a business advocate who are targeting specific types of industries to come to the city of Bend.
It's clear that Bend is growing. We're seeing population growth, new housing starts, we're seeing more economic development.
It's critical that when we get those recruits here to Bend that we have an adequate supply of land to show them. And right now we just don't.
One of the key things to remember is that this is not just about the line on the map. You know, what we're doing is updating our plan for Bend in the next 20 years so that we have enough housing, jobs, land for schools and parks, and we've got the infrastructure to support it so that we can be successful in all aspects of our life.